Well, hello there again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another episode here on the Shamblecraft server. You join me here in my very basic netherrack hut on a beach, far away from home, as the sun is rising behind me. And today, we're going to see if we can breathe some life into this nether pool here. So what I've done, I did this at the end of the last episode, which was recorded just before this. I did built up a little hut there, and I set up a chest where we could put our stuff while we wait. Because, as I said, I'm thinking maybe this is a sign that we are heading to the nether. Because so far, we haven't been to the nether. It's now episode 4, and we haven't been to the nether yet. And I think that is too bad, because after all, the nether is supposed to be like the big deal this season. So we really should be, getting there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make another stone axe, because we're going to need some more of them. I'm going to make 2 stone shovels, because we're going to need some more of those as well. I keep messing up. There we go. And we're actually going to leave the iron pick there, because we do need that. And what we're going to do, we're going to see if we can, first of all, make this look a bit prettier. Because, I mean, this is basically going to be our first little base away from home. And while I'm doing this, I thought maybe I could say a little bit about what are my plans for the base this season. Well, for those of you who have been following me during streams, you will know that on the Shamblecraft plot world, I have actually built up a mock-up of how I want my base for this season to look. And I'm sort of going for a very purple vibe. I haven't really been experimenting that much with the block palette of 116 yet, so that might change a tiny bit. But the plan is, overall, to make something that is in the spirit of 116, but at the same time isn't, like every other 116 build. So that is what we're going to be trying to do. But what we're going to do now, first of all, we're just going to very quickly get some sand here, so we can flatten this out and make it look a bit nicer. I know, Fally, why are you terraforming abandoned nether portal? Well, I like things to look nice, and I mean, look at that. You can't say that that doesn't look a lot nicer straight away. We could use some more sand there, though. Let's go over here and pick up some more sand. See, this here is broken up already, so it doesn't matter if I steal some of this sand. So, as you might remember from the last episode, we did what can only be described as a very unsuccessful quest for bamboo. We are going to be continuing that, hoping to find some bamboo sooner or later. But for now, what I'm thinking is, since we already have this portal here, let's see where it will take us. Because I think this could be a very interesting place to go. And that's good enough. Just take these here. Just doing a little tidying here and there. That's good enough. It looks nice from this side. Okay, so what we need then, we need to light this pool, so we're going to need flint and steel, which means we need iron, of which we have none, and flint, of which we also have none. So we need to go and get some of that, and as you might remember from the last episode, we are a long, long way from home, so going back to get some, that just isn't going to happen. So what we're going to do, we're going to see, can we find a little cave somewhere around here where we can get some basic resources. Okay, we got some iron. That is very good. Just put some light up. We're actually not going to need much more iron than that, so I think I'm actually just going to stop it there once we have cleared the iron that was here. Well, we got double great news, ladies and gentlemen. Not only did it finally stop raining, but we have found some gravel. So with some luck, at least one of these are going to give us flint. If not, we can, if I'm not mistaken, we can craft flint from the gravel. I might be remembering that wrong, but we did not get any flint from that. Okay, let's see, is there any more gravel down here? No, there isn't. Well, our luck finally turned, and after digging out no less than 6 gravel pockets, we finally got some flint. And when I did dig out the gravel pocket number 6, I got no less than 4 pieces of flint. So that's just Minecraft for you, I guess. Well, but with that taken care of, we now have iron, we now have flint. All we have to do now is go back to the hut that I thankfully remembered to mark off using voxel map, and we can light up our portal and get to the Nether. Ow. And we are finally back home. Yes. Now to make some furnaces and get this ball going. And there we go. And with that final piece of iron, I've now reviewed the items. This is sort of the things that I don't really need. We can bring the berry bushes. The rest of this we don't really need. So I'm just going to leave that. We don't need the paper because we have a sugarcane farm. I really want the wood. The mossy cobblestone is nice. But yeah, that is basically it. And what I think we're going to do, we're going to actually drop... we're actually going to drop these because they're not really that good. While the iron ones that I somehow managed to put back in there could be useful. So, okay. Boat can stay here. And clearly crying obsidian isn't good enough. Okay, I'll fix this. Hold on. And there we go. So what I've just learned then is that clearly crying obsidian doesn't work for portals. But I mean, that crying obsidian is nice. You know what? I'm actually going to bring this one as well, because it is a very good looking block. So if it's just... Come on. So now, if you didn't know that, now you know. You can't actually use crying obsidian to make portals. But with that taken care of, and this portal being a bit glitchy, let's go to the Nether for the first time in 1.16. Oh! Nice. And we are lucky enough to actually spawn straight into one of the new biomes. And that is just wicked. I can immediately see some of the piglins. Collected crying obsidian before going to the Nether. Yes. I am that good. I mean, look at this. Broken pole. These trees are so cool, even though the noises they make are terrifying. Can I get that last one as well? Oh, well. Ah, and of course there's another one. Let's just do this then. Okay, so but what I actually need to do, and that is sort of what I was planning on, I didn't go to the Nether to get resources to begin with. Now, what I came here to do is to find my way back home. And, if I'm not mistaken, we need to go to about 0, which should, with some luck, not be too hard, and certainly not too far from here. But let's gather some of this fancy pink planks here, because they could come in handy when we start working on extending our starter base, which we might end up doing at the end of this episode. We'll see. For now, let's just do a little bit of exploring and see what we can find here in the Nether. And there we go. After doing a partially diagonal, partially straight, zigzaggy tunnel through a lot of the Nether, we have now come out, hopefully not too far from where the portal back to spawn is going to be. Because what we need to do, we need to get to spawn so we can clear our inventory. And from that, we can start making our way into the Nether again and actually get some resources. Because the problem right now is I've basically wasted all my pickaxes taking this, digging through all of it. The only thing I have left now is my diamond pickaxe, and I've sort of been a bit careful with that. Because right now, getting diamonds is a bit tricky, simply because there's too many of us mining in the same location. So, yeah, what we really need to do pretty soon is we need to start looking into where are we going to make our actual base, because that might be a bit key if we want to actually be able to get some mining done, because right now mining is borderline impossible since everyone is mining in the same location. So let's get back to spawn to begin with, and once that has been taken care of and we've emptied our inventory, we'll go into the Nether, see if we can get some resource gathering, because I actually have a couple of plans for how we can make our starter base look just that little bit cooler. Well, okay then, so sort of fell in a hole escaping a piglin, but we survived, and based on these torches, this here should be leading somewhere. So it's some luck this is going to actually lead us to a portal where we can get somewhere. Okay, so we got... oh yeah, here we have it. Set spawn with glowstone block, recharge every death, please. I don't know how that works, so I'm just going to head into the portal, and hopefully this should lead us where we want to go. And we are back home. Oh yeah, in case anything gets through. Not a bad idea. Okay, spider XP farm free to use. Okay, that would be neat, because then we could get some XP, and maybe we could get some better gear going, because that would be really practical if we're going back to the end. So, first of all, let's go back to our base and empty all the stuff that we brought. All the wood, the crying obsidian, the nether, all the netherrack stuff. What I'm thinking would be a logical next step now is we really need to look into improving our gear, because we are, as you can tell, we're not really suited to be in the Nether, are we? I mean, that piglin there, all the piglins really nearly completely messed us up. So what I think we should do before we go back, we should go to the XP farm, we should go to the village trading hall, and we should see, can we manage to get our gear situation a bit improved. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, I actually just... yeah. Simon, what have you done? But okay then, so we've done some trading. It wasn't as fruitful as I wanted. We only got 28 emeralds. But what it means is that we should be able to afford at least one Unbreaking 3 book for our pickaxe. And I would really like to get some Fortune 3 as well. So we need more emeralds, and yeah. But we're starting to get some really good trades here. We've got Unbreaking 3 was actually cheaper here. I should really put up a sign there saying that's the best Unbreaking 3. We got some other pretty okay deals. The thing is, these aren't that cheap because we haven't really been getting these guys zombified and, you know, rehumanized. So if we can get some efficiency, there should be, as far as I know, we don't have efficiency 5, but we do have Silk Touch here. That is also very nice. And we got efficiency 4. And, ooh, another Silk Touch. Ooh, that is very cheap. That is very cheap for a Silk Touch. So this guy here, only 5 emeralds for a Silk Touch. That is amazing. So yeah, what we should really do, we should see if we can get some more emeralds. So let's go back and see if we can get some more stuff. Well, alright then, just in time for the rain to start above us, we've finished some trading here, and now we got 2 Unbreaking 3 books, we've got 2 Mending books, we've got a Silk Touch, and we got an Efficiency 4. So I'm thinking we're going to take that pickaxe and we give it Mending and Breaking Efficiency 4, and we'll upgrade that to Efficiency 5 later. We'll do a Mending Silk Touch on the shovel, and we just won't, and Unbreaking on the shovel, and we don't want to do anything with the axe for now. So yeah, that should really help us. But what we need to do this, we need more experience. So what we're going to do, we're going to head over to, that's the right way. We're going to head over to Mickner's Cave Spider Farm and get some experience. And here we are, the Cave Spider Farm that Mickner's has made, and you can actually see he's actually been gathering good bit of loot already, some spider head, some string. That string is actually quite neat because then you can we can make wool from it, and we can make some beds. So what I think I'm going to do actually, I'm going to help myself to some of that string and make myself some wool, because then we can actually start making some stuff. But what we're going to do first, we're going to just stay here for a little bit and get some of that sweet experience. Okay people, well, we got some levels now, and I sadly forgot to click record. I waited a bit too long to click record, as Mickner's is calling me out here for being a tit. He is absolutely correct. But look, we managed to get Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3, and Efficiency 4. That is absolutely nuts. So sadly now, we can't get, you know, we need more levels to get the next enchantments here. So let's just quickly see. We've got Efficiency 4 actually as the guaranteed one. So I think what we should do, we should very quickly, there we have an anvil, we should take the Mending book and the Efficiency 4 book and put together. And what we're going to do next, we're going to put these two together and get an Efficiency, look at that. Valley's pickaxe. There we go. Now we have an absolutely nuts pickaxe. So now the next step is basically just to go back through the portal and see what happens. And we have arrived. Set spawn with glowstone block. Yeah, we won't need that probably. Okay, so looking at the map earlier, I noticed that there's a biome up here and there's also a biome down there. I'm thinking we start here. So we're heading north and then east. So probably just following this road here. Because what we're going to do, we're going to try and get ourselves some of these bluish, greenish trees. Did I? No, this is correct. Because I have a plan for how I want to extend my base that will require some nether materials. And also, hopefully, we're going to be getting, as I said, some quartz. And with some luck, also some glowstone. But here we are. Okay, so we have been able to enchant some of it. I haven't enchanted my diamond, my shovel and my axe, simply because it's I didn't have the levels for it, and we don't really have a very quick farm yet. The question now is, will the rest of this despawn? Like, what do you dig this with? Like, what is it? Can I just punch it? That seems just as quick, yeah. I don't know what this is. It's warped block. Okay. As you may be able to tell, I haven't really looked that much into 1.16. I rarely read too much about the game updates for Minecraft, simply because I want to be... I'd rather be pleasantly surprised when they release. So hopefully I'm not messing anything up by doing it the way I do. But we're going to need a good bit of this bluish wood, and we're also going to need some of the pink wood that or purple wood that we already got. But especially this blue, or cyan-ish wood is going to be very key in the build that we're doing, because I do plan on extending the starter base slightly before we actually move along to our actual base. So yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to continue mining some stuff here, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so after discussing it a bit in voice, basically what I figured out is to cut this down, what you actually need is a hoe. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to gather some materials, and then I'm going to go get a hoe back in my base, and then I'm going to come back and actually remove these warp blocks that's sort of hanging off here. Ah, dang it, I need to go a lot further up with that. But what I've also found now, that is actually why I did start recording again. Over on the edge here, it would be this way, or this way. My navigational skills are amazing. We have a basalt biome. And what I'm going to see is, can I get down there without dying? Because that is a block that I really want to get my hands on. So let's see if we can get down there without dying, or at least without taking too much damage, which I am currently doing. There's some strategically made holes here and there that makes me think someone has already been here. But yeah, let's just start digging some of this down, because this can be a very cool block for the build that we are planning. And yeah, I have to say, I really, really love the new 1.16 materials. That's like the one thing I've been really looking forward to for 1.16. I mean, I'm not one to spend a lot of time in the Nether anyway. So the whole Nether update, it does make the Nether more interesting. Do I think I'm going to spend more time here? I doubt it. I'm probably going to be more in the Nether gathering materials, because, I mean, at least it gives the Nether a function now, instead of just being a, giant red space where you can do wither skeleton farms. Now you actually have some blocks here that are worth gathering. So yeah, that should be good. And with some luck, who knows, maybe we'll stumble onto some ancient debris, because it would be really cool if we could just get like one netherite ingot and we could get this pickaxe upgraded already. Even though I have to say, it would be very ridiculous to be wearing golden boots, iron armor, a leather cap, and then have a netherite pick. But I mean, that's the game, I guess. Well, alright then. So we have gone a bit further in, heading east, and I've found a pretty decently sized basalt and blackstone biome. So the problem here is that they have lots of magma cubes, and I'm not really geared for that. But as you can see, it is a pretty vast biome. So that means we have a pretty good sort of warp biome here. We got the red nether forest biome here, and we got the basalt blackstone biome here. So what we're going to do, we're going to see, can we manage to get across here and do a little bit more resource gathering, because so far we have about 3 stacks of basalt, 2 stacks of blackstone, we've got almost 2 stacks of warped stems, but we haven't got any of the purple wood yet, but we did get a bunch of that earlier. So yeah, let's see if we can get some more resources, but first of all, let's see if we can find a safe way down. Well, alright then, we've made it down a good bit. We're now at y equals 34, which should be pretty okay in terms of, you know, heading inside here to get some ancient debris. And what I'm going to start by doing is just basically tunneling straight in, seeing as I don't really want those magma cubes there to follow me. So the only downside here is I didn't bring any torches, which is a bit unfortunate. But with some luck, we should be able to see somewhat okay anyway. Also, worst case, we'll just, you know, bring some of these magma cubes. They give us a little light anyway. Also, trying to get as much quartz as I can, seeing as they will actually mend my pick a good bit. I'm going to actually check now that I've gathered all of these. I'm going to see how much that helped. Went to 565, so that actually nearly mended my pick 100 durability. So that is pretty neat. Actually more than 100 durability because I didn't factor in what I'd already used. So yeah, we're going to keep heading down and see if we can manage to get our hands on some of that sweet, sweet ancient debris. And just like that, people, as I was going through here, just mining away, trying to find some, look at that. We have some ancient debris. It's just the one, but I mean, it is better than nothing. So with some luck, we can find a bit more, because with that one, we have 2 netherite, I can't remember the names of them. The netherite scrap would be the name. So if we can get one more, we'll have enough to make 1 netherite ingot, and then we can upgrade this pickaxe to netherite. And what do you know, there we have another one. Here we go. We are really getting lucky here. So this is the, of course, the patented chaotic mining style that I've become known and loved for, in which I just wiggle my pickaxe around and flail about like a crazy person. But it is actually a very effective way of clearing stuff like this, and also clearing large areas if you're mining with haste too. So you know what? I don't mind. I think this is a pretty okay way to do it. But yeah, let's keep going and see if we can find some more of that. We now have 2 ancient debris, which is pretty good, but I mean, if we can find even more, that is of course even better. So I'm going to keep going and I'll keep you updated. Well then, behind me you see 2 more pieces of ancient debris. That rhymed, that was not intentional. But anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to take these 2 with us, and with that, we're actually going to say that that's it for this little session here. Because, as you can see, I've chaotically cleared out a big chunk here, and what I've actually managed to get is, in addition to a bunch of basalt and blackstone and a bunch of gold, I got 10 ancient debris. And I'm actually really, really happy about that, because with 10 ancient debris, we should be able to, if my math is correct, to upgrade 5 items. Meaning we can upgrade my pick, we can upgrade some tools, we can get a netherite sword going, and yeah, we can actually even maybe get started on making some armor. So yeah, this is a pretty good, has been a pretty good session. All that remains now is for me to get out of here somehow. Okay, so I know I said that I was going back to my base, but you know, as I was making my way back to my base, I kind of stumbled across a bastion, and it wouldn't be me if I didn't go and have a little peek inside, would it? So let's just sneakily make our way in here. It looks very fancy. It has a lot of shiny things in it. And it is very clearly designed to kill you. So this is not an ideal place for me to go. But there's no mobs here. So what if I... Oh, that is just literally gold. Okay. I thought maybe that was some sort of special item. I do hear the piglins, but I can't really see them. We got a pig man there. Where? Ah, they're down there. They are. Okay, so let's try and get ourselves down there without too much of the old death. He said, jumping to his near death. Hopefully, this should not be a terrible idea, given that I have golden boots on, so they shouldn't really attack me out of the blue, at least. Hey, bruh. What's up? I mean, he's leaving me alone. So that's a good sign, I guess. Okay. So, if I just sneak in here. The thing is, what is sort of the point with bastions? I mean, this here is just not safe. This is terrible health and safety. So if I just we cocked it up. Oh no, we're gonna die now. Oh, farewell, cruel world. Dang it. Oh well. Well, in that case, it does mean we're back at our base. So, yeah. Yeah. So, well, yeah. If we look at it, we did get away with a lot of stuff, though, and we did get the 10 ancient debris. So, what we're going to do now, we're just going to smelt all of that up, look through it, and, yeah. Then, I think, despite our little untimely death there, that did cost me 19 levels, I'm pretty happy with how that went. So, with that behind us, I think it's time for me to say thank you very much for watching this episode of Shamblecraft. Haven't done this before, but if you like this, I would really love it if you share the video with a friend, hit that subscribe button. That's it really, and you'll be notified whenever I make a new episode. But thank you very, very much for watching. Feel free also to join the Discord, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.